So this video is a video that I've wanted to make for months now and have been avoiding simply for the reason that I felt like the fan base of this content creator would make my life more difficult. I've now come to realize that that is not something I truly need to fear, especially with the way that I'm about to do this. Now, this is me just speaking on things mainly from the heart about what's going on, about how I feel about this content creator and how they use their platform. And that's why this video is not going to have any real jump cuts or too much editing. And as you can see, there's no green screen. We're keeping this very real, okay? I'm also wearing the hoodie, right? This is a Tommyinnit hoodie. Now, the story behind the merch brand, like the merch company behind this merch, is a whole other story behind, which makes this me wearing this hoodie somewhat ironic. But outside of that, I really truly love Tommyinnit's content. I really love Tommyinnit as a content creator. And if you've gone through my videos, you can see that. I reacted to so many of his stuff, whether it was his Minecraft content to his Tom Simon's IRL content with other content creators. I've been a fan. I've been a fan, and watching him go from where he was at to where he is now, success wise, is something to be applauded and is definitely something that I would love for myself. But that is not the reason why I am calling him out today. It has nothing to do with that. I want to just jump ahead and say, too, that obviously I am a black man. I am 33 years old, so I am an older black man. And I want to say I'm probably of the older side of his audience. I'm going to throw that out there, too. If there are people who will look at the title, look at the thumbnail, or they look at me and they see that and they want to acknowledge that and be like, look, bro, you're not supposed to be watching this content creator anyway. They don't make content for you. That is fair. That is fair. But during the early 2020s, it was a little bit of a different time. I was really into Minecraft content. He was producing a lot of consistent Minecraft content. And that's how I got absorbed into the world. And there are people older than me that cite themselves as fans of Tommyinnit. So that's going to be my defense of that. So I'm just jumping ahead and putting all this first so that I'm front loading it so that when people criticize me for making this video and saying what I'm about to say, these criticisms can already be addressed up front. Okay. The next part about this video is probably the hardest part. Okay. Tommyinnit, I truly think that you need to pick a real side in this, in how you want to be presented as a content creator. Everything that I'm about to say is based on your online persona. I don't know you as a person. I'm not going to claim to know you as a person. Offline, you could be an amazing person, but online, you have been an absolute menace and you need to be reined in. Just straight up. You need to be reined in, and you've been a complete hypocrite. And the reason why I say that is this does have to do with Dream. It does have to do with the whole thing that happened with Dream. Of course, I on one end, obviously there are gonna be, I'm gonna throw this out there too. There are gonna be people who are like, look, you're just fighting for Dream. You're just a Dream stan. You're just doing this for him. No. I'm telling you right now, this has nothing to do with him. He's doing great outside of this. This as his look at his numbers. His numbers are flourishing. They're amazing. He does not need people coming out on his behalf or talking for him or even talking about this in general. I'm doing this for me and for my audience. I need you guys to understand why I stopped watching Tommy. Tommy's hypocrisy with Dream is so atrocious that it overshadows any enjoyment I get from watching his content. How can you come for Dream the way that you did when you know that he had false allegations against him and you say nothing about Wilbur Soot. You have been absolutely silent about Wilbur Soot. This is a criticism that I brought up in a previous video before. It was a video when I was reacting to the whole drama was going down when Tommyinnit released his dream video on his main channel that is still up to this day. I asked, where is this energy for Wilbur? Wilbur's behavior is atrocious, and the allegations against him aren't necessarily substantiated, but there's a lot more evidence to suggest that he actually did the things he committed or that he's being alleged to have done. There's way more evidence to suggest that he is guilty, and his responses have been terrible. He responds like someone who was guilty. But I didn't see any criticism for Wilbur. Meanwhile, you have trampled all over Dream's name and were perpetuating false allegations of him basically being into kids, which was ruining his life. I think till this day, it's still going to always follow him. You know, he might be doing well, and I'm glad that he released his video when he did. I think it did what it was supposed to do. But you can't really just wash that away. Those are serious allegations, and Tommyinnit made light of those allegations. He made jokes around them. Not only is that disparaging to Dream himself for them being false, but it's disparaging to actual victims. So he's allowed to do that, and then at the same time sit on his high horse and criticize Dream for saying the R slur. That hypocrisy is so bad, and I wouldn't be bringing this up if the videos were deleted. Dream deleted his video on Tommyinnit. He said, we're moving on. He talked with Tubbo. He had an extensive conversation with Tubbo. Hell, Dream recently just ran into Jack Manifold and had a little conversation with Jack Manifold. Dream is not ducking anything. And that's what I can respect about him. And that's the reason why I still support him. But I can't support someone who is just so blatantly being a hypocrite and is trying to hide behind the guise of defending his community or the guise of some virtuous reason for being or existing or having that video still up. The video still up is because it got close to 5 million views, and he doesn't want to lose those views on his channel. And I think at this point now, he's gotten so wrapped up in the wave of hate around Dream that he can't denounce it now. And he had to double, triple down, and now he looks like a roaring hypocrite. I haven't watched, I think one of the videos I did see from Tommyinnit, it might have been one of the videos where he was just like talking about how he felt alone. And all I keep thinking to myself is, you alienated yourself. You alienated yourself with the way that you behaved. And the whole thing with George Not Found and, like, I had to eat my words when I was critical of Dream. It is what it is. But that's the game. That's what you have to do. If you're wrong about something, you just got to come clean. Just come clean. Just say, I was wrong. And then we can move on. Until Tommyinnit does that and takes down the video on Dream, I'm not supporting him anymore. I'm not watching any more videos from him. Don't suggest for me to react to him no more. I don't want to. But people keep asking me. They keep asking me, watch this. Watch him doing this with Jay Schlapp, blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm not watching it. This is for y'all. For the people who just heard me out in this video and just listened to me talk, thank you. There'll be more content coming. I'm going to refocus things. I'm so glad I was able to talk about this and get this off my chest because it was heavy. But I feel like Tommyinnit is a roaring hypocrite. You have two options. Make a video declaring and calling out Wilbur Soot and that whole situation, or remove your video about Dream and move on and keep on with the Minecraft content as usual.